everybody, I'm Mandy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my summer favourites, which is very sad because that means it's coming to the end of summer, and if you know me, I don't like winter or dark mornings and dark nights, and no. So I didn't do monthly favourites because I kind of have the same things, and as I said before, I'd be repeating myself and nobody wants me to do that. I don't even want to do that. So I'm going to genuinely show you what I've been loving over the past 3 months or so for the summer months, and I have a mixture of everything. Books and perfumes and day-to-day things that I've been loving. So before I start waffling as usual, let's get cracking. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is this. Just hit myself in the chin. Julian Fellowes' Belgravia. One of the best books I have read in a long time. This is from the writer of Downton. If you're a big Downton fan, you will just love this. It's quite big, it's quite thick. It's set in between the late 1800s and early 1900s of the aristocracy in England, and it's very much like Downton with the big grand houses and the big grand families. But if you're into that kind of thing, oh, this is just brilliant. I read that in 3 days. And for me, with my crazy life, that is good. I actually didn't want to put it down. I was being rude to family members and all. I just constantly was reading this. And I have discovered that he has other books out, which I didn't know as well, that are actually in the back. So I'm going to be getting those too. So that's one of my favourite books I've read all year, never mind the summer. And I would highly, highly recommend. Now, my next love of the summer has been this. I'm a big fan of anything coconut smelling, whether it be candles or Bronze Goddess, or candles or Bronze Goddess, or more Bronze Goddess. But this was actually purchased for me when my daughter was away in Canada from Bath and Body Works, because we don't have a Bath and Body Works here. Another thing we don't have, which drives me mad. This is their Coconut Sunset. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I'll just murder it. But it's one of the Hawaiian Islands. That's all I'll say. And it's a body moisturiser. It has a slight sheen to it. If you can see it there, when it comes out, it's, oh my god, you can just smell it. I put it on this morning and it's just divine. It's not too strong of a coconut scent, but the moisturising factor in it is really, really impressive. And I just lather it on everywhere, and I don't have a lot left because it's to about there, I think, now. But I'll be going to Dubai in a few weeks, and there is a Bath and Body Works there. So hopefully, if this is still available, I'm not sure if this is a seasonal piece, but I know they do other kind of coconut scents that I shall certainly be buying. But that is one of my favourites, and she got me the fine fragrance mist as well, and a shower scrub, which is absolutely brilliant. It's in the shower, and I use that a lot as well. But these have been just my favourite things. If they were available here all the time, I would buy them and buy them and buy them. It's got to be one of my favourite moisturisers that I've ever used. So I am just loving that. And hopefully when I go to Dubai, I'll be able to get some more. Okay, while we're still on scents, I always talk with my hands. My perfume of the summer, believe it or not, hasn't been Bronze Goddess because I haven't had it. I kind of ran out of it coming into the summer, and I didn't purchase it again until about a week ago. So I wasn't really using it. And my Tom Ford is my favourite, but I haven't really been using that. I've been very different in wearing my Chanel number 22, which I absolutely love. And as you can see, I've used it an awful lot, but by looking at it you wouldn't think I have, because you only need the slightest bit of this. And this is one of the exclusives that you only get from the boutiques, and it has a little magnetic top on it, which is lovely. And it's the smaller bottle. I think it's the 75ml, so I've been carrying it around in my bag. If you like number 5, it's very much like number 5, but slightly fresher, if that makes sense. I'm terrible at describing scents, but it's not like the beige, or there's a new one out now called Boy, which I did get a scent of when I was in the UK a few weeks ago. Absolutely gorgeous, but this one is still my favourite. Absolutely love it. Not much more I can say about it other than I've been using it all summer, and I think I shall continue to use it into September and everything. It's been in my bag. I haven't actually taken it out, so that's been my scent. Another thing I've been loving is something I've tried recently that I hadn't bought before, and it's the Estee Lauder. I am a sucker for concealers. I will try as many as I can to get rid of my dark circles that I permanently have. And this one I was very impressed by. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. Sorry, the light is not great as usual. That's it there. And it's very much like, I did get a sample before of the Double Wear foundation, which I really, really liked. It was quite heavy. Reminded me very much of the MAC Studio Fix. And this one is very, very similar, as insofar the coverage is really, really good. Not too cakey and not too heavy. And I shall be certainly purchasing it again. There's a swatch of it there. And it dries really, really well on the skin, and that's light, medium, cool. I think it says 2E, yeah. That's one of my favourite concealers, I have to say, that I've tried recently. I love the Collection 2000, the staple one that Zoella uses, and the Rimmel one, but this is a really, really good high-end one, and I shall be purchasing that one again. So if you're looking for something to cover a multitude of sins, which I permanently have, highly recommend Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. Love it. Now, the next thing I've been loving is this little gadget gizmo. And for all you workout junkies or exercise freaks like me, this is the Fitbit. I have the Fitbit Alta. I bought it back, I think, in the beginning of July, and I've worn it every day since, and I love it. It actually tracks, if you know Fitbit, you know they track your step, they track your progress during the day. It tells you to get up and move if you've been sitting down too long. I'm in a job where I'm actually on my feet all day, and I thought that was kind of, I'm active, but I'm actually not as active as I thought I was. When I was in London with my daughter, some days we done 20,000 steps, which was really, really good. And it's great just for keeping track of your progress. I wear it on this arm, and it's very, very light, very simple. It goes by, like, it's a watch as well, obviously, and it brings up all your details, so your steps, I've just put on this morning how far you've walked, how many calories you've burned, and how many minutes you've been active. Battery life in it is probably about, I'd say about a week, and I think that one's about €150, and you can change the bands on it as well, but I really, really like it. And also, if you sync it to your phone, it gives you all your details of what you've done during the day. And it tracks your sleep and everything, which I have to say, it's not tracking my sleep very well, but I'm not a great sleeper. But at the end of the day, it tells you everything that you've done. So yeah, I really, really like it, and I've worn it every day since I've gotten it, and I highly recommend them. I think they're great if you're into your fitness and you're wanting to see how active you are. Definitely get yourself one of them. Love them. Now, my go-to bag has been this little beauty here. I bought this back in April, and it's a Gucci shopper. What I love about it is I've literally only changed this the past couple of days. I've been throwing everything in it, and just, it's a real grab and go bag. Very durable, has the leather handles on it, and it's actually just a canvas kind of a feel to it. The only part of the leather is here, and the inside of it is like my Gucci Soho. It has the cream canvas, but look, it's like never ending. You can fit so much in it. And if I'm going shopping, or I just want to throw everything into a bag and not worry about it and not have to baby it, like, it's big, look, it's great. It kind of feels a bit like the Longchamp, kind of that sort of shine canvas feel to it, but it's very, very durable, and that's what I love about it. I got it in the outlet store back in, I think it was April, and it was about €220, I think, which was great because it's one of those bags you have forever. And I had it on the plane, threw it under the seats when I was going away a couple of times, roll it up into a ball. It's just great little bag, really, really like it. Delighted I got it. They had it in pink as well, and I debated over it. I was like, no, would I use it? And now I'm so glad I got it, because that's been a favourite of mine all summer, and because of the colour, you'd use it in winter as well. So that's my little Gucci shopper, which I love it. Now, last but not least, it's a kind of a cheap, but it's not, because I did get it in the summer, but I only got it a couple of weeks ago, and it's this. Oh, I'm going to blind you with the gorgeousness of this gold A5 Filofax in, it says gold Saffiano. I don't know if it's leather, to be honest, but I didn't care. I was just amazed by the colour. I had a smaller Filofax that I always used, more like the pocket size one, kind of about that size, and it's in the orange leather. Loved it, but I just found I couldn't fit everything I needed for my day-to-day planning, and if you're one of those planning junkies like me, you know sometimes the more room you have the better, and the smaller ones just didn't cut it anymore. So I looked online and I seen these in the brown and the black. But then when I went to Selfridges in London, they had a gold one. And I just fell in love with it and had to have it. So it's kind of blinding a bit because it's so bright. And the inside has all the little compartments, as you know, with any of the planners. And the little sections, and it has the little card slot there. And it has the notepad to the back. Oh, I just love it. And the little pen holder as well. I have yet to fill out a lot more in it, but there's so much you could fit into that. It's much better size than just one. I know planners are really, really big nowadays. But when I seen that, I was just like, oh, have to have it. Have to have it. I think it was £50 in Selfridges in Oxford Street when I was in London. So love it, and it comes everywhere with me. So that's everything, guys, that I've been loving for the summer. It's just very sad that the summer is over now and it's coming into September. But I will be going on holidays quite soon, and hopefully I'll be getting a few shopping things maybe, and have a little bit of a haul. And I will certainly be doing a vlog. I'm off to Dubai, which I'm so excited about. Thanks guys for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, everything. As you know, I love to chat, and I'll talk to you again soon.